Angola, a country with strong and sustained economic growth. The facts speak for themselves. Angola has grown more than any other country over the last decade, a growth rate higher than that of China itself. Historically, the economy has been fueled by the oil sector, but this process is now being reversed, with the other economic sectors in frank expansion, such as the construction and real estate sector, which accounts for 35% of foreign direct investment outside the oil sector. The need of housing and offices in Luanda is still very significant. Studies have shown that among other pointers, there is a need to increase office space in the city by more than a colossal 1 million square meters. In the Angolan capital, Luanda, the buzz of all the economic, social and cultural development of the country can be felt. The most emblematic area, the Bay of Luanda, is the mirror of a modern economy, ambitious and sustainable in the long term. The requalification of the Bay of Luanda is a reference project worldwide, with operations in several areas. Significant environmental intervention with the purification of the waters in the bay, by cleaning and treating more than 200,000 cubic meters of sand, as well as the renovation of water and sanitation infrastructure. On an urban level, enlargement was achieved by dredging, which allowed the creation of a new seafront, including a new 6-lane roadway and, above all, enhancing leisure areas, where there are now 106,000 square meters of new pedestrian areas and 127,000 square meters of green space. The former avenue is being converted into more green space and parking areas, with significant improvements to urban planning and traffic flow. With this focal point now enjoying a fresh lease of life, new urban anchors have been created, strengthening the relationship between people and nature, and locating services along the seafront, from kiosks to small businesses, and including new and emerging emblematic restaurants, all with the bay as a backdrop. With a focus on freedom of choice and diversity, this area offers great quality and palpable serenity. Apart from the requalification of the Bay of Luanda, large-scale urban requalification is underway, involving the development of 4 zones, totaling an extraordinary dimension of more than 2 million square meters of gross floor area for various uses. At the core of the urban development of new areas in the Bay of Luanda is respect for a balanced development between nature and modern architecture, exploiting the natural beauty of the bay, using modern construction, but always harmonious, contemporary, and with great respect for the natural environment. In this way, the waterfront has been consolidated, establishing a new pole in the most emblematic location in the city, the restful waters of the Bay of Luanda. Situated at the north tip of Avenida 4 de Fevereiro, aligned with the square Praça 17 de Setembro, and with an excellent scenic location, Zone A, on approximately 9 hectares of land, is designed to focus on 20 plots with a total construction area of about 400,000 square meters, dedicated to mixed use, with emphasis in this part on housing and offices. It is destined to be the new business center of Luanda par excellence, the ideal place for the location of head offices of major companies. Further to this, about 50% of this zone is intended for leisure and public spaces, in continuity with the style achieved in the waterfront area of the Marginal. Zone 1 is located at the waterfront between Avenida Agostinho Neto and the entrance to Ilha do Cabo, at the narrowest point which separates the Bay of Luanda from Ilha do Cabo. This zone is situated alongside the new transport node at Fortaleza, offering excellent road access to Avenida 4 de Fevereiro, Chicala and Ilha do Cabo. With simultaneous views of the Bay of Luanda and the Atlantic Ocean, the first zone has a construction area of 65,000 square meters, with emphasis on privileged areas for offices, hotels, restaurants and housing. Built in the continuity of the waterfront between the calm waters of the bay and the beaches of Ilha do Cabo, the commercial areas in front of the ocean promise to be a strong feature of the marginal area of Luanda. Located between the nautical clubs and the Lelo community, Zone 3 is accessed by the renovated Avenida Murtala Mohammed. Overlooking the Bay of Luanda, this zone envisages the construction of 600,000 square meters of space, creating a new, mainly residential urban pole, but with a significant component of offices, services and amenities, which will fill a gap in the existing offer in this environment. This is a place to live and work, while enjoying the tranquility of the waters of the bay and the recreational and entertainment opportunities provided by the beaches of the island. With several bike paths, more than 2 kilometers of promenades, including public areas for bars, restaurants and leisure, Zone 3 promises to be the new center of the Ilha do Cabo, a unique place to live and work. Zone 5 runs into the northern tip of the Ilha do Cabo, where the lighthouse stands. Due to the unique geography and tourism potential here, ample public green areas, bars, restaurants and leisure facilities associated with water and the sea, visual and functional affinity between the two seaboards is ensured. This new urban center of approximately 400,000 square meters will focus on residential space and services. Here, residents and visitors can take advantage of the natural beauty and landscape of the tip of the peninsula and its proximity to the ocean, creating a sensation of freedom and serenity offered by the closeness to the sea. The work of requalification of the Bay of Luanda represents the materialization of a project that sets international benchmarks. The overall consistency of the architectural and urban design, respecting the natural balance and diversity of solutions for living spaces, recreational areas, and areas dedicated to offices and services, breathes new life into quality of living in the Bay and the island of Luanda. This project, which is already a reality, represents a unique opportunity to invest in the most emblematic part of Luanda, a city that is set to become a capital of international reference. The Bay of Luanda. Move with us.